So I made a bit of an oopsie. You know how I decided to run through Knights of Dunwall real quick so I can show off what the low chaos ending is? I didn't save my file from the first run where I collected everything. So basically I showed this off before. The fact that I didn't get any of the bone charms or ruins, and also didn't really do anything with special actions in some of these missions, is going to carry over. So, like, congratulations for me. I watched the video and did a really quick run to get no kills in Ghost, but I missed out on a decent chunk of ruins that I could use. So I did at least have a save file I could go back on the Surge to collect all of the ruins and bone charms in that mission. I also got one extra unconscious body found. Isn't that fun? So we at least have a little bit we can work with, but yeah, I just didn't think about it. It was like completely out of my mind that, like, oh yeah, the stuff from Knife of Dunwall probably is gonna carry over to the Brigmore witches. So, my bad, but we can try to work through it. Just look, like right here. There you go. Save game of Knife of Dunwall has been found. You can use your progression in the Brigmore witches. You will retrieve your equipment and powers. It's funny that you can actually choose which chaos you want to try going with. I want to go low chaos. I know I went high chaos in the playthrough of Knife of Dunwall, but I forgot to mention when I showed off the low chaos ending that basically it seems like low chaos is the canon ending. And, you know, it's a little bit more like, you have to use a little bit more of your noggin to try to go low chaos. So we'll go low chaos, especially since I already suffer from low chaos since I did the, I have, like, less ruins and whatnot. And then this is still, oh, it's not locked. Why was it locked before? I'm gonna just go elite. I love how Master Assassin, he's mad, he's really angry, but also it's vague. Brutal experience. We did elite last time. Elite's fine. The main thing with this is just going to be, obviously it's just going to be a, harder to sneak. Troubled sleep. You've been ill at ease ever since you assassinated Empress. Oh, Empress. I thought there was like a comma there. Empress Jessamine Caldwin and aided in the abduction of her daughter Emily.
He knew. The black-eyed bastard knew that when my blade stilled the Empress's heart and delivered her daughter to the Lord Regent's men, everything would fall to pieces. He watched me do it anyway. And now the world's gone mad. Plague grinds the city down. Corruption rots. A mad killer roams the streets by night, seeking revenge. The overseers have stormed my hideout in the flooded district. And I'm in a strange duel with a mad witch named Delilah for the fate of the Empire. I'd say I was being punished, but I know that the world doesn't punish wicked people. We make our choices and take what comes. And the rest is void. I can't say I wasn't warned.
Like, literally, you were just warned, but...
The men are recovering well from the attack, but they don't understand the danger they're in. My mother warned me never to make an enemy of a witch. Corvo, here to settle our debt. You understand, I won't make this easy for you.
Can I put him to sleep? I guess we have to do full combat. Oh, got him. Ow. Get him! Ow. Quick! He's too strong! He's too powerful! All I have is blink! I don't even know... I can't even... I'm not good at this. Oh, he can blink too! I got him! I used everything. Oh, and he got me. I got him? I mean, it was a dream, obviously. I wonder if I actually used up tools there.
What is it?
Thomas has returned with the information you requested. He's waiting for you below.
Okay. So I think in here is when I get... this ingots. Corrupted charm. Corrupted bone charms are powerful bone charms that come with a cost. Locate them like normal bone charms by listening for the song they emit or with the void gaze power. Equip them. Okay. Note from Billy. Daud, no need to waste breath with apologies or excuses. You taught me that. All I can say is that as soon as I left Dunwall, my head felt clear, maybe for the first time. You told me once that people like us burn hot, then burn up. We don't get a chance to start over. No long days in the sun, but I know you, Daud. Despite all the blood on your hands, you've been stashing coin. No one does that if they're not holding on to something. You've got some kind of plan, some hope for a new life. Maybe you knew, maybe you didn't, but that's what you gave me when you let me walk away. The one thing you said that wasn't possible, and I will never forget that. When the time comes, and it will, I hope you're watching close so you get that chance too. I left a book for you. The world is big, bigger than I knew. There are lots of places where an old man like you could disappear. Billy. I guess this is the book. I would say otherwise. I'm not sure if I want to keep reading books, but Billy did leave this for me. This is what I get for going to try to spare her. Potterstead, Bristol, a small town, but the locals are charming and the ale is unmatched. Be certain to visit during the months of wind for their pennant festival. Dunwall, Bristol, notes on the capital city could fill a dozen such volumes. All delights exist in Dunwall if you've got the coin, and all miseries if you're broke, unless you're well connected to someone in Dunwall Tower, one of the key families, the City Watch or River Patrol. Make sure your permits are in order, otherwise you're likely to have your cargo seized by the port authorities for any reason they care to concoct. Kilkenny, Morley, with the harbor master here is with the harbor master here is particular about the kinds of goods you're carrying. The rest of the town is more lax. Be sure to visit the inn on the rock for the best mutton stew in all the isles. Tivia, Lauro Tivia. The cold here will snatch the breath from your lungs, but it is met in equal strength by the civility of its well-mannered citizens. The cozy taverns are kept warm by their famously crafted iron stoves, though the northern food takes some adjustment. Bejeweled aristocrats laugh and drink side by side with the weathered, leathery-skinned farmers, clapping one another on the back until the dim hours. It's hard to make a friend here or to truly understand the worldview of the natives born. Once you do, you'll have a friend for life. Coliro Cercanos. The city is crowded in the warmer months, and for a good reason. You'll find yourself shoulder to shoulder with scantily clad locals. Oh, scantily clad locals, you say? And foreigners on holiday. Pale skin burned pink by the sun, which somehow seems larger and brighter in Cercanos. The food in Coloro is a shining example of Cercanan cuisine, and there is always music, always dancing, hand rolled on the steps of tobacco shops. The cigars are, of course, fresher than the ones you've had shipped to other parts of the empire. Carnico Cercanos, the jewel of the south at the edge of the world. The city is bustling with industry, often a wave of settlers from Morlaix, an influx of wealthy trade companies from Dunwall. Everywhere you go in Carnica, there are new ideas, hybrid forms of music, groundbreaking theories of natural philosophy, and even extravagant delicacies made by mixing ingredients from all the known cultures. The locals work tirelessly for their coins, welcoming the elite from across the Isles. Well, it's nice to have vacation spot ideas for when we get out of it. So I have whirlwind, faster. What, is this a benefit? While standing still, you cannot be seen by enemies unless they are in combat with you. Mana does not regenerate. That's a hefty penalty, but that's also a pretty cool benefit. I'm assuming that means mana does not regenerate at all if you have this on, so I'm gonna say no. I don't really have many options, also good options anyways. Swift Shadow is nice. All of these, besides like one legit I just got from the Surge mission, so this is the best I can do. Water of Life, I guess, is nice. And then power-wise, all I have is maxed Blink and double jump. Oh, I don't have runes. Oh, damn. Well, pull is an actual thing we can do now. Pull inanimate objects towards you from a distance. Consumable items are used or stored immediately. Alright, so, like, if you grab food, it's gonna just eat. But if you grab, like, a potion, it's gonna be stored in your inventory. Pull can silently disable a security system if used on the whale oil tank's powering device. That's a good strategy tip. I thought that was level 2, but never mind. Good strategy. Pull living things and bodies towards you from a distance. When enemies are pulled close enough, they are suspended in air. Corpses and unconscious bodies are automatically carried. I guess that means when you pull a unconscious body, you're in the carry animation when it gets to you. It's not like you are holding it in place. While suspended in air, enemies are vulnerable to lethal and non-lethal takedowns. Okay, that's interesting. I wonder, though, if you're, like, pulling someone that's alive, they would be screaming, though. Like, if they would make noise. We will, get this as soon as we can. I kind of didn't care much about summoning assassins. With pull, we'll pull enemies during combat. Yeah, this all seems like the same. I'm gonna assume it's all normal. But yeah, like, again, I watched the video. I kind of just followed the video except for not upgrading Void Gaze 2, because I could just keep reloading a save instead of, We'll, read that too. Well, we'll read what's in here just because I'm sure it's interesting. Maybe we won't. There's a lot of stuff in here. Transfer of power. I guess he's Daud's reading about what happens when an Empress is killed. Occult artifacts. This might be interesting. They say my mother was a witch, but the truth, as it is often the case, depending on perspective and your place in the world, she relied on poisons made from exotic herbs and the blowfish that live in the reef waters near Pandacia. Considering we can teleport, I'm going to assume the witches that we're dealing with are real ones. Her power originated in hallucinogenic, maybe they'll just say it's hallucinogenic, who knows. Delivered through guile or by force to those who crossed her. There was an unusual intensity in her gaze for certain, but it came from within, not from the outsider. It's what happens to anyone pushed to the absolute edge of sanity and survival, who stays there for years and returns to walk among the sheep in so-called civilized society. My mother was crafty, but if it was anything more than powders, hidden knives, and guiles, I never saw it. Like they tell children, some of these truly touched by the black-eyed bastard can move through the space between rooftops like a sparrow. Others command armies of rats or poisonous flies. Get the, what was the fly spell in Elden Ring called? It was very strong. I think they nerfed it to high hell, but I didn't like using it because it seemed nasty. I liked Blood Flame because that seemed cool. As easy as they wriggle their fingers and toes, the overseers are right to fear us, to warn the common folk to stay near their homes at night and keep their families close. But there are other ways this influence manifests itself. Those who serve me share in some of what I can do, and I suspect it's... Did I write this? I guess it is a journal, so maybe it's my, research into it. Those who serve me share in some of what I can do, and I suspect it's the same for Delilah Copperspoon's coven. Then there are those who can craft ruins and charms. An old woman across town, they call her Granny Rags. She carves and polishes the bones of whales, stringing them together and opening them to the void until they moan. Sorry, that's a weird looking A to me. Like the fever sick on a cold night. Found few of her talismans, and with each one I touched, a tiny piece of me departed and settled within with her. What does she gain? A longer life? Some other kind of power I don't understand? The making of such things is beyond me. I've known 4 people in my time who carried the mark of the outsider, but I've known dozens more than... The outsider said, 8 people carry the mark? But I've known dozens more who wanted it. It's crazy to me that Daud knows of, half of them. I would assume he doesn't realistically know that Corvo carries the mark until he actually sees Corvo at the end of the game. Who stood at night in stagnant ponds or begged with the dust blowing through the graveyards. People who gutted farm animals or burned the flesh of men, thinking it would call forth the void. I met a dying man once who had collected ruins and charms for years. He crushed them all into powder and snorted that shit up, made a paste and ate them, thinking he could gain whatever magic was in the things. His death was long and painful. I also knew a woman from Karnica who would trade for charms and other bits of whale bone. She cracked them apart and fused them back together, then sold them. I bought one of these corrupted charms. I guess this explains what corrupted charms are then. That she swore would cause sharp metal to break on my skin, and it worked. But each time it did, one of my teeth turned black and fell out. After the 3rd time, I gave it to one of my men. Now when he smiles, it's all bleeding gums, and I wonder what parts inside him are turning black. God, yeah, that's... I was gonna say, once you're done with the teeth, I guess it's a pretty good net benefit, but yeah, if it's still decaying his body, he's gonna be dead soon. Sometimes I ask myself, without these gifts, would I be a man to fear? Would I be called the Knife of Dunwall with my... That's why they called it that. With my name whispered through the markets and the alleyways, the high towers and drawing rooms? I like to think so, but it really doesn't matter. As long as I bear this mark, I'll use whatever craft I have to force my will on the world. The harder tricks is undoing what I've done. I mean, to be fair too, going outside of the, Is this the same thing? No, Regency. I don't care about the book. There's, something else around here. I wonder if it's down in my, my office.
Begging your pardon, Daud, but I don't think it's safe to leave these overseers holed up in the refinery.
Yeah, that seems silly to me. Is that them? Oh, is this all the refinery? They're just standing around? Okay. What was that? I could do something. I have an overseer blade. It just tells me about blueprints. I'm sorry. This one's small. It's just too many of these notes in the DLC are books. And they're really long books. It said that we should not sully our hands when combating the forces of the void. My studies have been deemed heretical by my brothers, but the rewards have been invaluable. I have harnessed the same energy employed by the outsider and his cursed followers while avoiding their corruption. I will prescribe a twofold method in this text. Introduction. As the unwholesome power of the outsider uses living flesh as a conduit, we can avoid being tainted by using the flesh of others instead. Containment. By using channels and barriers, we can focus these void energies in a raw state, shielding them from the perversion perspective of the outsider. I like small... I put that shit on. I love, small notes. Give me lore and make me not sit there reading for too long. Oh, this is... Okay, so yeah, I got 3 ruins from the Surge, so it was worth it for me to go back in. Yeah, we'll get Pull. Pull sounds neat. I love that picture. Inanimate objects, money, ammunition, and keys can be pulled from a distance. Can you pickpocket with this? Other out-of-reach objects, such as bottles or whale oil tanks, can also be picked up. Never really used bottles. Living bodies are for slightly higher mana cost than inanimate objects. When enemies are close enough, they are lifted helplessly and can be executed or choked out. Neat. So I'll probably just buy the full upgrade on this, and then figure out what I want to do from there. Like, it's a shame that I'm going to be limited on ruins, because I would have liked to have been time and maybe play with summon assassins. Like, I'm not going to go with a no-kill run, but I'm going to dial it back to try to get low chaos. I was going to say, or mention, it looks like there might be stuff. Yeah, I was going to mention...
taking prisoners is exactly the sort of thing I'm talking about.
You don't have to remind me. It's Billy's doing that the Overseers found us. That wasn't Daud.
You guys
Daud
talking
should have
about me?
caught it. And now witches? He's not the man he was.
Quiet. You're going to get us
Daud. Ever vigilant, I see. Are we leaving soon to Brigmore?
Interesting times, gentlemen. Overseers in the flooded district. Witches abroad in the city. Traitors in the ranks. I'd be nervous too. Then I'd remember who killed the Empress in Dunwall Tower. And came out untouched.
I like to imagine the teleportation was more like a shitting their pants kind of thing. The Knife of Dunwall, a survivor's tale. This sounds sick. I just... Oh, there's too many notes, man. There's too many. I can double jump, though. That's cool. So, I mean, I already have 3 ruins, so we can at least get this pretty quickly. What was I gonna say? It seems like the idea of this story... It's always kind of a problem with having a morality system. I know the chaos system's not technically a morality system. It's more like the state of the world. But, the problem with a morality system is usually there is a pretty canon set of events, and it seems like the idea more so is Daud going down a redemption path.
This will hold while we're away. Anything short of cannon fire.
Let's hope it won't come to that.
Compared to, his bender of killing people that I had him do. Which seems a lot less accurate.
Corvo's out there, Daud. It's a matter of time before he shows up here.
He's got the Lord Regent's army to chew through first.
Okay, so Lord Regent is still in play right now. You guys gonna talk shit?
They say he let Rothwild live.
Yep.
Is Daud getting soft?
Rothwild's not coming back anytime soon. You should spend more time thinking about your form.
Anytime you think I'm a little soft, you're welcome to come by my office. Bring a blade.
Oh, I'm getting out of here. Like how they didn't even, like, say anything either. I talked to you already.
They're not afraid.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
All the same, I'd better give them a hand. Just in case the prisoners try anything.
It's something about they're not afraid, but... so I don't think there's... Like, we don't really have any options to go anywhere, so I don't think there's anything else around. Just a little extra ruin we can pick up. I will say, too, I did see the extent of, what I'm going to basically be missing out on. Doesn't seem like there's too much, like, based on what I did or didn't do, mainly it's just going to be that there will be favors in a mission that would have unlocked depending on your actions during the slaughterhouse mission, but because I did not interact with the basically if I had it blown up the factory and if I had saved those workers that were imprisoned, I would have had like additional favors.
Thomas finished his scouting run. When you've talked to him, I'll give you the latest word from inside the prison. I've made a mess of the access ways, but it had to be done. If I come back, I'll take it all down.
We'll be back. And then you can burn those overseer drapes while you're at it.
I like how, like, so basically we do take all these down even though we could use the protection, and then Corvo shows up. Like, come on, guys. You're aware that he might come after us. That was brought up. Alright, let's actually continue.
I found Lizzie Stride. Getting her to lend us her boat will be a bit complicated, however. She's in Coldridge. From what I hear, they've got enough on her to hold her for about 1,000 years.
Coldridge. We can use this. We'll get her out. And Stride will have to pay back the favor. We'll have our transport.
Ready to leave, sir? Or should I wait?
I don't think there's anything else, so we'll go. Hey, I collected all the coins! Let's go! Come on, they should at least give you the ghost. I, like, didn't kill anyone. I defeated Corvo in a dream. That's a funny thing to say. Okay, let's go. In the dream I had, Corvo was killed. The say of execution for Lizzie. Need Lizzie Stride's boat to reach Delilah's stronghold at Brigmore Manor. Fortunately, the leader of the Dead Eels gang is locked up in Coldridge Prison, and you've got to break her out.
Delilah doesn't leave Brigmore Manor anymore. She doesn't have to. Which means I have to come to her. The manor's upriver, far out past the quarantine line. I'll need a ship. I've lived in Dunwall's underworld a long time. I know the players. Gang leaders, madams, corrupt officials. But what I need is a smuggler who knows the river, someone I can trust.
Samuel!
It's a reflection of Dunwall, or perhaps myself. That after all these years, the best choice I have is Lizzie Stride.
Lizzie Stride does not look trustworthy, I'm going to be honest. Favors. Yeah, same thing. Alright. Boot stealth. Explosive bolts. I didn't pick up blueprints also, so I don't know if these are just for the sake of extra charge. Bone. I'm not going to worry too much about that. I don't have a lot of coins. I was hoping that I only had 15 from the other Knife of Dunwall because I didn't collect a lot of stuff. Overseer Daud, you are disguised as the Overseer. An Overseer has been summoned to Coldridge Prison. Your contacts will intercept him and send you in his place. Using this Overseer's uniform as a disguise should fool the prison guards long enough to get you inside. That sounds fun. I'm probably just gonna buy all of them, but Misplaced Ruin, always a good one. Unless if these can still be found, I'm assuming that they aren't findable unless if you buy it. Contraband has yielded a number of heretical artifacts. One of them will accidentally be misplaced for the right bribe. Forged requisition. Forged requisition order allowing your contact to deliver stun mines to the prison. The key to the munition lockers will be hidden nearby. Okay. Well, not going to be able to buy boots, but if... I'm sure it'll be fine.
This should get me in the front door at least. Looks like I'll need to check in with those guards by the gate.
I wonder how this is going, or how this starts completely if you don't do this. Disoriented by Overseer magic. Alright, the music is just here.
Overseer.
What up?
About time, Overseer. We sent for you hours ago.
There was a problem with the waterlock.
Fine. Listen up. The incident took place in the interrogation room. Cross the yard and keep going straight. Anything else is off limits. Understand? Don't go exploring. Don't speak to the prisoners. We're not here to listen to you preach. Don't forget you're in Coldridge now, not the Abbey. We asked you here for one reason.
I'll be gone before you know it.
What a fun thing for Daud to say. Alright. So can I just not use magic at all? It's not because I'm in disguise, right? Which also, if this whole area... God damn it. I was gonna say, if this whole area is like this, I might as well use this. At the very least, until I can get mana back. Cell controls above the courtyard, prison cell blocks, and execution yards are off limits. You've donned the Overseer disguise. Cult scene in the interrogation room, and will probably expect you to play the part. The leader of the Dead Eels is somewhere inside.
Guard! Open the gate.
Remember that an Overseer has been summoned to address the situation in the interrogation room. Until the Overseer arrives, no one is to enter the interrogation room. The prisoner cells are off limits to Overseers and other visitors, no exceptions. Can't go that way. Character's busy. What is that way? Was that available for Corvo before? I don't remember that door. I know there's like spaces that I'm not supposed to be able to go into, or not allowed to go. Remember to take extra care in logging transfers. Even temporary transfers of prisoners from one cell to another must be recorded in the logbook. Ensure that the logbook is available in the guard booth between sections C and D at all times. Just a switch for the door.
Neither of them knew anything. They died to satisfy the Lord Regent's office.
I'm embarrassed.
And Officer Thorpe.
I've got all your names.
Thorpe slipped him the key. Everyone knows that. He got weak. They paid him off, but he couldn't tell us who it was. And believe me, he wanted to by the end.
You've seen Corvo train, haven't you? Once he had the key, there was no stopping him. And the way he went off that bridge, how do you stop a man who'll make a jump like that? Like he doesn't care.
Or like he's more than human.
You think he's
I think we played that Overseer noise for a reason. I think there's more happening here than any of us know.
I like that there were two things happening at once there. Because that's for the barricades.
This mask won't fool an our pylon.
But I can do it. Once
Good
the
to know.
cell door's open.
You? How?
In the first rush, I take 2, 3.
Well, rewiring
4
would
their swords
cause
out, pick up their
death.
pistols.
Oh, it's off.
I'm a good shot.
I'm good. I was probably too close to it already.
I'm better than most of the people here. It's a fact. If I keep moving, I can take the rest one-on-one. It'll be bloody, but it's doable.
You're not thinking.
I should probably, like, save again just to make sure we don't have to explore too much.
If the fight even starts, you'd be finished. When that...
There's no way you're getting past here, so move along.
Sorry.
This area is off limits. Keep moving.
I would have thought an overseer would have more power.
Why is no one making rounds over here?
Oh, wait, out here I can magic.
Head directly across the yard and through the door. It's in the interrogation room. Don't forget.
Right.
Can I? Like, I know I need to go there.
This disguise won't help me if I'm caught in a restricted wing.
I didn't do it.
Is this another Sokolov invention?
I didn't do nothing. It looks like I'm allowed to use magic right now, though, so let's get rid of that bone charm that I don't care much for. This is why I need this, because I can't see
Makes
otherwise.
sense to the Lord Regent's office.
Tough skin sounds like it's max health. That's fine. Honestly, it doesn't matter that much. But it's an option. So we could easily start blinking up and around that. But there is something for me to look at in the interrogation room, so let's...
What happened here?
What did happen here? Who is that?
Stupid cut.
Brigmore chest key is interesting.
Is she strapped in right? Good. Doesn't look like much, does she? Comfortable? Alright, we'll get this done. Let's start with how you got into Dunwall Tower in the first place. Was it one of the servants that let you in? One of the guards? Nothing? Alright. Corporal, use the hammer. That's right. The smaller one. Can't really tell if she felt that. Don't want to break anything. Let's try again. How did you... Wait. You hear a kind of ringing in your ears? What's happening to her face? Is she going to... Oh no! Oh no! Shoot her! Shoot her! Shoot!
Is that like void juice? Is there like more of that coming? How? Dear Officer Ashfield, I would like to most humbly request access to documents concerning the new experimental choke dust, which you may have recently found yourself in possession of. I understand this is a delicate subject matter, and I assure you every precaution will be taken with the documents to ensure they remain confidential. If access to these documents is agreeable to you, please have one of your men deliver them to my cell. Respectfully, your friend in A25. Interrogation logs. Goal, location of collaborator in thefts of goods. Method, heated metal bolts applied to feet. Fun. Outcome, promised response at first, but the subject lost consciousness due to shock. Confession to vandalism. Method, sleep deprivation. Subject falsely confessed to crime as well as other unrelated acts. Location of a weapon cache tied to attack on river patrol checkpoints. Water tank. Tank mechanism malfunction. Subject drowned. Damn, I want that weapon cache. Name of conspiracy organizer. Engagement with phobia spiders. Subject divulged the information before the hatch to the spider basket was even opened. That's a very quick way to get stuff done. So I guess we did our goal. And then I can... upgrade that all the way. for fun. I mean, stop time's gonna be really fun to use.
You're free to go. This is the Abbey's problem now.
Do whatever you need to do. I'm not sticking around. And don't leave any, what do you call it, black magic lying around. I don't want to be cursed or anything.
Leaving a little bit of it around. It's not like all this stuff looks climbable, but I don't think there's much reason to. So, okay, logbook, locker key. We want the logbook so we can find one more save. One more save just to be safe. I don't even know how to get down. I mean, it's probably from the place near the entrance. Can't go that way. Corrupted charm. I mean, at this point, the best option is we can start zooping around.
All prison personnel will stay clear of the interrogation room until the representative from the Abbey is certified it is free of any heretical corruption.
Can't carry any of that.
Where's Hair?
By the outside. Someone get over here.
Sorry, guys. Not my intentions. I think it was working out pretty well. Do you think I can, like, get through being in a restricted zone and then, like, finding my way back to a not-so-restricted zone as an option? Hey, man, what up? Not, like, looking at anything, are you? Yeah, don't worry about me doing this.
Craziness.
Yeah, I know, right?
What was that?
Really thought that would have been breakable. Isn't it cool that you can... Oh, I fucked it up! How did that happen? It said I could jump up that. I was gonna say, isn't it cool that I'm allowed to, stop time midair with Blink? Why didn't it let me climb?
Any chance you'll share your food with me tonight?
I'm stuck in this room. A little bit quicker. Double jumping isn't weird. I think if they saw me blinking, they maybe would be a little bit upset. Do a quick save here. Okay, before I start heading down, let's I really need to figure out keys, huh? Why does that need a key?
Where's Harold? He's not in his cell.
Check the log. We've been moving people around to make room for the politicals.
This never happened under the Empress.
Someone will hear you. And it wasn't easy with the Empress around. She'd hold inspections with the Royal Protector trailing after her.
I wish we'd taken care of him. He knows our faces. He could come back any time.
That guy's got a key. Can I pull a book? Do you think that's possible? I feel like trying to use pull might be a mistake if...
I better make a pass over here.
Quick save here. I think this is gonna pull the guy. I'm curious how it looks though. He hates it. It's kind of fun though. My disguise no longer works. Alright. If at all pickpocketing with pull was available, I think having the ability to pull people kind of ruins that. So let's not worry about that.
Someone's supposed to be on duty over here.
Grab that logbook real quick. Winston Fogarty removed. Elizabeth Strider moved to A21. Lucas Penroe moved to D11. Jane Kershong temporarily removed. So basically we know where to go. Hope that back here is a safe place to store a body. Ammunition locker key, huh? Oh, that was the favor? Stun mine. As requested. Man. I feel like that wasn't a worthwhile investment. Okay, well, we got a lot of stuff that we needed there. Let's just stick with it. What keys do we have? Control system, bone charm, and rune over there. Inventory. That helps. Guard post, key. Control system's all the way over there. Alright. I'd like to not be here. Let's go all the way up. Because it's a better vantage point. We need to do cell control so we can...
Why is no one making rounds over here?
Get around. So what is this? D21? I'm assuming we have to remember which ones to actually open, or we can maybe try to go wild with it. I don't know how effective that would be, though. He's that way. Trying to get to the misplaced ruin is gonna be weird. Might want to get rid of this guy just so we don't have an up man. Surely he's not gonna come in here.
Someone's supposed to be on duty.
This guy had the ammunition key? God. You hang out at D.
Heard something. Why is no one making rounds over here?
You heard something. D21.
Die, you
No. Yo, why she gotta be so extra? I'll see if she has anything useful to tell me.
Lizzie Stride. She's in rough shape.
No, she's in rough shape. Okay, I need to get back to where I'm allowed to be. Which I think is...
I didn't know she had it. Why'd she take my money?
Only prison personnel beyond this point. No
yeah, sorry about that, dude. Sorry, I...
Right through there. Can't miss it.
Thanks, yeah, I can't miss it.
I'll be careful.
I know I'm not allowed in here, but there's a note here. The Hatters. Keep the Hatters away from the eels. The one in Section D, Cell 11, tried to attack that former dead eel leader again. Oh, that was a Hatter. Okay. And I got confused by the term dead eel leader because I'm like, oh, the eel leader is dead? No, they're called the dead eels. I'm stupid. We can't afford any additional investigations or mistakes right now, so keep them apart. I use that to my advantage.
Abby didn't send you to loiter, Overseer.
Okay, so the control center is this one. Well, obviously the easiest option would be to just go through the hallways here. Easier option in the sense that... Okay, this is gonna be stupid though. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Where are you?
He like I'm gonna try to use this to make it easier, but he immediately saw me. If I'm just like in the hallway, no one sees me, it's gonna be really easy. Just don't use magic. You don't have to worry about the no regeneration. He's coming back. Damn. You would think if this works the way it does, that the guards would be confused when they magically see me again. Damn it! I shouldn't have been stomping my feet. That's the problem. I have an easier solution to this, though. Actually, I don't. I was gonna say blink. You know what? Let's see what it looks like in here. There isn't even much to worry about. Oh, they got mad quick though, huh? I think I can... I can't crawl through a window either, so I think my only option... Oh, I can crawl through that window. Wait a minute. That's... seems straightforward enough. All I have to do is just walk in. And then I can use statue. Honestly, I don't even need statue. I just need to wait for this guy to be turned around. Maybe I can, there we go. What a weird place here. And once I get everything done here, I can just jump out the window, right? Escape of Corvo... The procedures following the escape of Corvo Atano. Following the escape of Corvo Atano, the council appointed by the Lord Regent has decided it is of the utmost importance to increase security measures at Coldridge Prison. The recommendation made by this report includes structural measures such as increasing the height of walls, sealing ventilation shafts, and ensuring sewer entrances are inaccessible. Additionally, staffing at the site must be increased to thoroughly cover all exits and maintain observation of all major corridors. Special addendum. I can't read. Where'd the P come from when I said that? In addition to the new measures outlined herein, the Council has consulted both the Abbey of the Everyman and Royal Physician Anton Sokolov, who is also head of the Academy of Natural Philosophy, asking for guidance and equipment in the handling of these cases, which are more exotic in nature. While we have dismissed reports of the supernatural in the past as old wives' tales and lunatic hearsay, recent months have convinced us that there are matters afoot that we do not fully understand. As such, prison executive personnel are encouraged to welcome the presence of both the overseers and anyone working under Sokolov's technical guidance.
This controls all the cell doors.
Cell control system quick reference. Set first tumbler to match cell section letter. Set second and third tumbler to cell number. Pull level to confirm section. Ensure that each cell opening request and selection are verbally confirmed. Instigate and report only suspected malfunctions immediately. I thought that was timed for a minute. A21 was D21 wrong? Shit. I might have been wrong. Don't mind me. I belong here.